It's Wednesday. I think I made a video for you on Sunday. Not a whole lot has happened. Monday and today I did that thing again, which should come with a nice result. My last is next Monday, so that should be nice. What else? On Tuesday, so we've been having to try and entice families to join for next year. We've been doing this like open class. So it's, I don't know why we're calling it that. It's not what an open class really is, but it's like a mini intro to English kind of thing. It's 3 sessions with Tasha and her co-Elena. And it's incoming 5 and 6-year-olds. So currently they are Korean they've just turned 5 and 6 in Korea, which means that really they're 3 and 4 years old. Whoops, hold on. Stream of children. And they come, just for, it's last week, yesterday, and next week. This like mini session. And it's just really interesting meeting all these kids who I might see next year and I might not. Who knows? One of them, last week, she wore her lace dress, her sparkly indoor shoes, I swear to you, her fur muff, and honestly, and a pink crocheted, like picot edging, like very lacy sweater. And if she came up to my waist, I'll eat my hat. I mean, teeny human, and carrying a stuffed rabbit. We put on her name tag and we walk her upstairs. And outside the room, there are some like chairs in the hallway for the parents to watch the class. And this child puts her rabbit down on the chair, sets it down, and marches into the class. I've never, I assumed between the rabbit and the lace and everything, that she was like going to be slightly delicate and maybe cry or cling on to me or her mom when she went in. Nope. She's like, I'm gonna have fun. We're gonna put the rabbit down. We're gonna do this. It's gonna rock. It was fabulous. There's another kid who I can't, at a certain point, Korean children sort of blend into each other until I've seen them a few times. And this one, I think he was in my class when we did the Saturday class. I think he was in my group, but I'm not positive. He walked in yesterday. He walked in and I got a big smile. He was there last week also, so it might have been from last week. His sister walked in, tiny, just there to be with mom as babysitting. Saw me and froze. I was obviously the first foreigner she'd ever seen. She was just like, and it was like, it was the reaction I would expect if you walked in through a door and saw, I don't know, some massive but benign animal at the top of the stairs, like a giant sleeping lion or something. You'd just be like, okay. It was great. I haven't got the reaction in a while. But I got a big grin. We walked up the stairs together. He was just so happy to say hello to me. It was very nice because he was also teeny tiny. Mine haven't been as cute recently. They've been a little bit obnoxious. Sumi today was telling them, I couldn't catch if it was in morning circle time or afternoon circle time, which there are 4 of them. So circle time is, in fact, they all sit in a line and she sits across from them. But she basically was like, look, we have a month and a half left. Please keep it together. And they're like, that's a really long time. She was like, would you get a grip? It's just 40 days, that's it. Just hold it together. And they're like, 40 is so many. She was like, okay, maybe we need to try this another way. Okay. They've just been whining and complaining about terrible things. And then, okay, so we have a policy now that if in class, we have one teacher who is employed from 2 teachers who are employed from 10 to 7:30. One of them is a supervisor, and the other is just a Korean teacher who's employed just for the afternoons. She doesn't work kinder, she just works elementary. But she doesn't teach the upper level classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we used to have an extra class, like an extra reading class Monday, Wednesday, Friday that she taught, and then Tuesday, Thursdays were prep for her. But that class, there wasn't enough attendance, and so it was cut. And so now we have detention, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if a child doesn't do their homework, not like if they don't bring their books, but if there's like actual work that they didn't do, or if they get less than 70% on a test, which is our passing mark is 70%, then they go to detention, which is, instead it's 6:30 to 7:30. They sit in a room and do their work. And one of my students did the wrong work. She didn't show me that she had done any work, but she's generally trustworthy. And when she said she did the wrong work, I'm like, fine. But basically, as soon as she realized, when I said, like, show me that you did page 10 and 11, she knew. Like, she was like, And this child sobbed. She's 12? She's in fourth grade. She's got to be in fourth grade. Maybe fifth grade. She's taller than I am. Anyway, like, we're not talking a 2-year-old. From the minute I walked in there at 5:25, second class, she sobbed. Basically, I had to sit there after I let the other kids go down. I sat there trying to comfort her, and, like, another teacher, I went back down, and Sumi had, like, come up to try and come into the classroom for something, and she saw and heard what was happening and left. And when I went down, she was like, oh, like, what did she do? Were you scolding her? Like, she was like, holy cow, you're harsh. I was like, I gave her chocolate. Like, I was trying to help her out. 100% her fault. I mean, I give out a homework chart. The homework chart says what the homework is. You do the homework that's on the homework chart, and then you have done the homework. It just says it right there. It says it. And yeah, I mean, I felt really bad. I feel like she must have been, like, having a really terrible day other than that, but she said, no, school is great. And I was just like, buddy, it's not that important. Like, even if you have to go to this detention, it's not the end of the world. And I can't, like, it's policy. I can't not send her there because her mom is expecting her to go there, etc. But yes, that was my day. I'm heading in now. Hopefully Ryan and Joe are coming over for Catan. Ryan said he's in. He'll be home in a few minutes, and I don't know. We'll see if Joe comes. That's it. Say hi to our new cousin. Our new first cousin once removed. When do you see him? That's all. Bye.